day to you all. I thought that it was important for me today to talk to you about the pension fund, the benefits within the pension fund, the structure of the pension fund, and especially some new developments within the pension fund in terms of default regulations. So let's start off with the composition of the fund. The pension fund is regulated as per the Pension Fund Act. That means there's a specific law in which all pension funds have to operate. How do I become a trustee, and who are those trustees? Trustees are nominated through the council board. Half of those trustees are from employer representatives and the other half represents employees. So in actual fact, it's you sitting on the board of trustees. Once that nomination process has taken place, the board of trustees acts totally independent. There is no influence from the council board. There's no influence from anybody, but the trustees act independently and make decisions in terms of the Pension Fund Act. Within the trustees, there's a subcommittee called the Audit Committee that obviously looks and assesses the financial and risk issues within the pension fund and advise the Board of Trustees accordingly. Then you have the Death Claim Committee. That committee considers all applications for death claims in terms of the Pension Fund Act. That means who must receive the money once you're gone, and there's a very specific process in place that I will talk a little bit later. The pension fund also has a principal officer, which is myself, and I've been involved with the pension fund for many years in that capacity. The administrator of the pension fund, that is like your Sanlam Old Mutual, is Versa and has been involved with our fund since 1995. Okay, let's talk about benefits. What do I have in terms of the pension fund? First of all, my contribution is 6% that the employee contributes and 6% that the employer contributes. The only area where this is different is in KwaZulu-Natal, where the contribution is 6.5% each. So for KwaZulu-Natal, it's a total of 13% and the rest of the country 12%. So where does my money go to? The Bargaining Council's role in all of this is that we collect the money on behalf of the fund. Your employer receives an account, or a return as we call it, where these contributions are indicated. It's paid over to the council, and by the 20th of every month, according to the Pension Fund Act, we have to pay the money over with a whole reconciliation to Verso. So what happens with that total of 12%? A portion of that obviously is allocated to administration functions, both for the council and for Verso for doing those specific functions. Then the major part of your 12% is allocated to what we call the accumulated credit account. That's the money that is accumulated for the day that you go on pension. Another benefit is the death benefit. That equals 3 times your annual salary. So take your basic salary, so all calculations are according to the basic, and times it times 36, and you will see what is the cover that you have, the insurance, when you pass away, that your beneficiaries or dependents will receive. Similar is your disability cover, which is also a 3 times annual salary. And what is important to note here is that the disability cover is full and total disability. Please keep in mind that if there is a medical condition which qualifies you, you need to inform us as soon as possible. With a disability cover, there is a 6 months waiting period in terms of before they pay out, in which you have the time to submit doctor's reports, specialist reports, and whatever proof that supports your claim in terms of being disabled. The other benefit is the funeral benefit, which is a new addition last year, which I will deal with in my next video a little bit more in detail.